both these ball clubs in its entirety during the Between the Baseline show, brought to you by Ron Lynch, financial advisor to Edward Jones Investments. Let's start things off with the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs visitors on the scoreboard. Number 44, Caden Boone. He's one of those seniors that they honored here tonight. Caden, where's number 44, as I said? Number 33, Christian Beachy, is sophomore. Another sophomore, Quinn Wells, number 24. Sophomore, Harley Lewis, wears number 20. Number 15, that's Alex Van Fleet. He's a junior. Tanner Roberts, a sophomore, wears 14. 13, Trevor Niehaus, a junior. Tristan Puckett, a junior, wears number 12. Luke Davis, a sophomore, wears number 11. Aiden Beanie, a junior, wears number 7. Number 4, Max Baker, a junior. And number 3, Eric Slack, a junior. And rounding out the roster, a senior, Elam Faust, wearing number 1. Head coach, James Flowers. Now let's take a quick look at the Fayetteville Rockets and their entire roster as we have it here tonight. Fayetteville, of course, the senior night here at Fayetteville, but the roster looks like this. Number 22, Austin Mintz. Number 13, Ryder Lunkin. Number 11, A.J. Johnson. Number 24, Carter Gallinger. Number 5, Alex Williamson. Number 0, Levi Espinoza. Number 30, Braden Torino. Number 2, Blake Rugenstein. Number 14, Tyler Short. Number 30, Braden Torino. I already gave you that one. Number 21, Colton Hundley. And number 33, Bryson Kleemeyer. Number 7, Caden Vilvins. Number 10, Toby Williams. As well as number 3, Braden Williamson. Number 27, Ian Oler. And number 17, Parker Fancook, rounding out the roster. Number 9, Josh Robbins. That's the Fayetteville roster under head coach Chris Snyder. We'll be back. I've got the starting lineups for both these ball clubs and more. But first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and C103.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971, fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, just in time as we continue Between the Baselines, brought to you by Ron Lynch, financial advisor to Edward Jones Investments. Let's take a look at these lineups for both these ball clubs. For the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs, batting first, leading off, Elam Faust, the catcher. The pitcher, Quinn Wells, will bat second, and as I said, pitch. The third baseman, Christian Beachy, will bat third. Batting fourth, that's Tanner Roberts, the left fielder. Harley Lewis, the shortstop, will bat fifth. Max Baker, the first baseman, bats sixth. Batting seventh, Trevor Niehaus, the center fielder. The designated hitter, Caden Boone, bats eighth. Alex Van Fleet will play right field. Eric Slack, the second baseman, will bat ninth. Once again, it's Faust, Wells, Beachy, Roberts, Lewis, Baker, Niehaus, Boone, and Slack in that order. Now, for the Fayetteville Rockets, the home team on the scoreboard. Ryder Lunkin leads things off and plays second base. Carter Gallagher will bat second and play shortstop. The left fielder, Alex Williamson, bats third. Blake Rugenstein will bat cleanup. He bats fourth and catches. Tyler Short, the pitcher, will bat fifth. Batting sixth, Caden Vilvins, the third baseman. The first baseman, Toby Brown, will bat seventh. Parker Fancook, the center fielder, bats eighth. And batting ninth, Josh Robbins, the right fielder. Once again, it'll be Lunkin, Gallagher, Williamson, Rugenstein, Short, Vilvins, Brown, Fancook, and Robbins in that order. Starting pitchers for tonight's ball game: Quinn Wells for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs and Mr. Tyler Short for the Fayetteville Rockets. We'll take another break. First pitch is right around the corner after this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Summer's almost here, and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those long road trips ahead. Bowling Automotive Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and their auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service does batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tires, diagnostics, and more. Call Bowling Auto Service at 937-213-2046. Stop by 12702 White House Road in Sardinia or visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
At Southern Hills Community Bank, we take great pride in building strong relationships with our customers. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services to fit your needs, like checking and savings, home and auto loans, plus ATM and debit cards, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking with mobile deposit. Visit southernhillscommunitybank.com or stop by any of our 8 convenient locations. We want to be your bank. Southern Hills Community Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Customer service with a difference.
About to have the first pitch. Let me set the defense out there once again for the Fayetteville Rockets. Pitching, Tyler Short. Behind the plate, Blake Rugenstein. The first baseman, Toby Brown. Second base, that's Ryder Lunkin. The third baseman is Caden Vilvins. At shortstop, Carter Gallagher. Alex Williamson will play left field. Parker Fancook will be in center, and Josh Robbins plays right. First batter is in. Left-handed batter in, takes a ball down for ball 1. First batter, Elam Faust, and he's ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. The umpires for tonight's game: behind the plate, Mo Cooper. Out on the base pads, Adam McPherson, as Faust stands back in. Short's pitch, high fastball outside edge, strike 1. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike now. This and every game this season is brought to you by the People's Monument Company. Sharing the life of a loved one isn't just important today, it's important forever. That one in the dirt a bit, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Quinn Wells, the pitcher, on deck. He'll be followed by Christian Beachy, the third baseman, as that pitch in the dirt as well, and the count goes 3-1. The defense here shading Elam Faust a little bit to right. The center fielder playing almost to right center field. And the right fielder playing over third base. Big gap on the third base side, on the third base line, and with a foul off the left side in foul territory, it'll go 3-2 now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the senior, Mr. Elam Faust. Quite a nice ceremony tonight. They honored not only the baseball players as the pitch now, and that's a little pop fly left field. Alex Williamson is back. He'll make the catch. 1 down. With 1 down, that'll bring Quinn Wells, the pitcher, to the plate. Quinn, a right-handed batter. Be interesting to see what they do with Quinn, as they now will move the center fielder straight away, and pretty traditional. Maybe the left fielder shading just a little bit toward the first base line. The pitch is down for ball 1. Why did I say it'd be interesting to see what they do? Well, Quinn Wells comes to the plate with a .649 batting average. You heard me correctly. .649 batting average. He's a right-handed batter. He stands in, and that pitch, curveball on the inside, misses for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Wells only a sophomore. He's the starting pitcher here tonight. Can start things off and help himself out a little bit, getting things going here for the Mustangs. And that pitch in the dirt, ball 3. Short struggling just a little bit with control so far, as Faust took him to a full count before he popped out to center field. The pitch again, and that one's in the dirt, and he walks him. And I'm not sure if it wasn't just pitching around him just a little bit. And that will put Quinn Wells at first for Christian Beachy to stand in. Christian, a .387 batting. He's a batter. He's a right-handed batter as well. Bends those knees a bit, kind of closes his stance just a hair as they throw over to first, and Wells is back. Thanks to First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. Learn more about First State Bank at your local branch in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky, or online at fsb4me.com. Pitch high now, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And I'm not sure that Short is having any problem with control. The umpire out there having a conversation with him. I'm not sure if he's talking to him. That's hard to tell. Sometimes early in the game they're talking about a balk. Could be just talking about, I don't know, maybe they're talking about how nice the weather is. It is gorgeous out here. And that pitch, a big-time strike on the outside, bottom end of the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now on Beachy. Beachy, as I said, a .387 batter. He's batted 62 times with 17 runs. Curveball on the outside, strike 2. They throw down to first base. Good-looking strike, good-looking curveball there by Short. Short, a left-handed pitcher, lefty versus righty, and that pitch misses way outside to even the count at 2-2. Starting lineups tonight presented by Maggulac Tire Service in Hillsboro. Maggulac Tire Service just east of Hillsboro on US 50. And that's a foul ball down the first base line, and the count remains 2-2. And I know there's a chance of rain later tonight, but clouds coming in a little bit here as a pitch high, and he chased one up and out for strike 3. First strikeout of the inning, or the ball game, for Short. And that'll bring the cleanup batter, Tanner Roberts, the left fielder, to the plate. Tanner, a .389 batting average. He's also right-handed. Runner on first base, Quinn Wells. The pitch now high, ball 1. Roberts with 13 RBIs. Interesting way to get it started here. Short takes his time. Looks at the runner again, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He swung through a fastball. Roberts would like to have that one back, you can bet. This coverage is also presented by Maysville Community and Technical College, as that's foul back for strike 2. College for your world. Learn more and apply online at maysville.kctcs.edu. Pitch now, and that's a pretty good looking curveball on the outside. Roberts was able to foul it off to stay alive here. There's 2 down, a runner on first base. The count's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, I'm Don Bowles bringing you tonight's ball game. We'll be back on the air on Good Guys Radio TV tomorrow. Big special broadcast. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. It's a pitch. It's a ground ball right up the middle. The second baseman will move over. He'll flip to the shortstop. He'll step on the bag for the third out of the inning. They get the lead runner. They strand one. We move to the bottom of the first. No score in our ball game. Fayetteville bats after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Magulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Magulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Magulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan, that's the Magulac commitment every single day. Looking for the right path to your future? Let Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown be your compass. With the PATH program, we'll guide you every step of the way. Whether you're navigating career planning, academic rewards, or paid work experience, PATH is your route to success. For ages 14 to 24, it's time to forge your path one opportunity at a time. Ready to step forward? Visit omjadamsbrown.org/path today and start paving the way to your brighter tomorrow. A division of APCAM must meet eligibility requirements. Funding is provided by TANF and WIOA and administered by ODJFS.
Magulac Tire Service starting lineup. I'll get you that defensive set for Lynchburg in just a moment. That pitch, fastball, upper end of the strike zone outside, 1-1. Mr. Wells likes to work very quickly. Lunkin stands in, and that pitch, strike two. And as soon as he gets that baseball, he's coming back with it. Batter stands in. That's Ryder Lunkin, a right-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher. That pitch is a curveball hit softly into right field. Alex Van Fleet is there to call it in. One down. He is the fastest working pitcher in the league, without question. Quinn Wells on the mound. Elam Faust behind the plate. Max Baker at first. Eric Slack is at second. Christian Beachy at third. And Harley Lewis is at shortstop. As that pitch misses out, looked like some kind of change of pace. Strike one. Tanner Roberts is in left, Trevor Niehaus in center, and Alex Van Fleet in right for the Mustangs. And that's a fastball fouled back for strike two. No balls until two strikes. Carter Gallinger, the batter, will be followed by Alex Williamson, the left fielder. Wells again, the wind and pitch, and it misses just out. Ball one. 1-2 the count. No score in our ball game if you're just joining us. I'm Don Bowles. Our executive producer, director of Good Guys Radio TV, Mr. Brandon Rigdon. And pitch in the dirt to even the count at 2-2. Our studio producer today, Mr. Matthew Baker. Southern Hills Community Bank with locations throughout the Shack wants to wish our student athletes, and that's a hard line shot right up the middle for a base hit. Gallinger is on for Fayetteville's first base runner with a single to center field. He jumped all over a fastball right down the heart of the plate. That brings Alex Williamson, the left fielder, to the plate. He's also a right-handed batter. Southern Hills Community Bank, proud sponsors of this coverage with locations all over Southern Ohio. They throw over to first base. The runner is back easily. Lynchburg Clay trying to win the goal baseball tonight. That pitch misses out. Ball. What am I talking about? Well, anytime in the Southern Hills Athletic Conference your team goes undefeated in conference play, you win the gold baseball. And this pitch is, he's going to say that's a foul tip, I believe is what he's saying. Yes. 1-1 the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 down, runner on first base. Wells looks, the pitch again. And it's a grounder to the second baseman. Slack will play it. The only play he has is at first. He'll make that play. Gallinger moves over to second base now. Williamson is the second out. That'll bring Blake Rugenstein, the catcher, to the plate. Rugenstein, a .326 batter. He's also a right-handed batter. Pulls his left foot way back toward third base, almost to the foul line. Swing and a miss. He chased one down and out for strike 1. Thank you, John Wood Insurance, with locations in Georgetown, West Union, Peebles, and Owensville. Proud sponsors of Shack Baseball on your radio. Pitch again, misses out this time, ball 1. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wells comes to the ball game with a .72 ERA. Yes, you heard me correctly. .72. And fastball, outside edge, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck, his counterpart, the pitcher, Tyler Short. The pitch, oh, nice stop by Faust. That was out and away, and without question, the runner would have gotten third base on that one. Runner on second base in scoring position, 2 down. The count is even at 2-2. The pitch now fouled back off the right side. It'll remain 2-2. We begin our tournament coverage next week. We'll be covering all of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. It's challenging to cover all 10 teams. We will do our best to cover as many as we can. And, of course, the way to guarantee that, swing, did he swing? No, he did not. So the count goes full at 3-2. That's the first time that's happened here in the ball game. But the best way for your team, and pitches a ball and he walks him. First walk given up by Wells. That puts runners at first and second for Tyler Short, the pitcher, to come to the plate. Tyler, a left-handed batter. .349 batting average. Has 11 RBIs on the season. Runners on first and second. Back to that tournament coverage. If you want your team to get coverage, just have them win a couple games, because you know what? Everybody else will be gone. We cover everybody as they move on down the line. It's just that first round. We cannot cover 10 teams all on the same night. Just not possible. And it's a fly ball to left field. It'll fade foul and land down just inside the fence, just out of the reach of Tanner Roberts. So it'll just be nothing more than a long strike to make the count 1 ball and 1 strike on Tyler Short. .532 on base percentage. Only 43 at bats. He's got 17 runs, 15 hits. Left-handed batter, pulls that left foot back and he fouls that one down the third baseline. Strike 2. Tyler, one of the seniors on this ball club. Fayetteville starting 6 seniors tonight. Pitch high and out. Ball 2. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice crowd here tonight, I'm sure, because part of it because of senior night. And he jumps all over that one, and that's going to drop in front of the left fielder for a base hit. That they're going to hold the runner. So nice job on the part of Tanner Roberts. He was playing shallow anyway, as Short dropped it just in front of him for a base hit. And that'll load the bases, as now Gallinger will be at third, Rugenstein will be at second, and Short will be at first with a single to left field. That will bring Caden Vilvens, the senior third baseman, to the plate. Caden, a .268 batter. 11 RBIs on the season. The pitch now, and it misses out, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Left fielder again playing a bit shallow, and that pitch, it's a line shot into right field. That'll drop for a base hit. That will score at least 1. They're going to hold the runner. No, now they've got runners. They've got somebody in a jam. Yes, they've got somebody in a pickle. They're going to bring the ball home. He'll run back to third or toward third, and he's in and safe. I believe. Nope, they got him. Third out, but not before Carter Gallagher scored the first run of the ball game. That's a tough break for the Rockets because Rugenstein went around and tried to score from third, went back, and by that time Tyler Short was already coming into second, and it was too late, and they were able to tag him out at third. So 1 run scores as Chris Snyder out to have a question with the umpire. I'm not sure what that's about. We move to the top of the second inning. Fayetteville has a 1-0 lead. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, brought to you by CMT Components.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
No one college can be all things to all people. But Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large, pepped-up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped-up pepperoni. Snappy Delivery.
To end the inning earlier than they want to, but nonetheless they get 1 run on 3 hits. They strand 1, and again they take a 1-0 lead. We move now to the top of the second inning. Lynchburg Clay will bat. It'll be Harley Lewis, Max Baker, and Trevor Niehaus in that order. As the first pitch is in, misses out, ball 1. Let's set the defense once again. Tyler Short in our Magulac Tire Service defensive set. Tyler Short pitching, Blake Rugenstein catching. As the pitch now in the dirt, ball 2. Toby Brown is at first. Ryder Lunkin is the second baseman. Caden Vilvins at third. Carter Gallagher the shortstop. Alex Williamson in at left. Parker Fancook in center, and Josh Robbins in right. The pitch is down, and he pitches 3 balls. And Lewis ahead in the count now. Lewis, a .362 batter for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. They're the number 3 in the Southeast District Tournament as he walks him on 4 pitches. That'll put the tying run at first base for Max Baker, the first baseman, to come to the plate. Lynchburg Clay, the number 3 seed. They're 16-3 overall, 12-0 in league play. As a pitch again, swing and a miss. And Max Baker chased one down and in for strike 1. Tyler Short, a left-handed pitcher. He's pitched in 9 games. Nice curveball, misses outside though, ball 1. He's pitched 26 1/3 innings. His record is 2-3. He struck out 49 with the tying run. So now you'll have Lewis at third, Baker at first, with that single to left field. Third baseman did not touch it, so we'll count that as a base hit, although that was probably playable. Trevor Niehaus, the center fielder, comes to play with nobody down, a runner at first and third. Short looks at the runner at first and throws the pitch outside for ball 1. In high school baseball, it'll only be probably the next pitch that usually the runner on first will go ahead and move over, because most catchers are not throwing down to second when you have a runner on third. Too many chances for a miscue. Remember, it's high school. It's not quite as perfect as it might be the MLB. And next pitch is called strike 1, and it's exactly what the runner does. Baker moves over to second, so now you have runners at second and third. Lewis representing a tying run, Baker representing the go-ahead run. We're in the top of the second inning. In high school baseball, we only play 7 innings. Niehaus will step back into the plate. And he drives one right up the middle for a base hit. That will score both runs, as now Lynchburg Clay will take a 2-1 lead, and Niehaus is at first with a 2 RBI single. So scoring is Lewis and Baker. That'll bring Caden Boone, the senior, to the plate. Caden, the designated hitter. He's a left-handed batter. So number 8 batter in the lineup, 263 batting average. It's a nice number for a number 8 batter. I'll tell you what, that gives you an idea how powerful this team is. And he takes strike 1. No balls and a strike. Caden, a 440 on base percentage. He's a left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher. Curveball, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Fayetteville yet to record an out here in the inning. Short, I'm sure, feeling a little frustrated because it would have at least had an out on that play at third. He goes over to first, and the runner's back. 2-1 the score. Fayetteville, the home team, they are trailing by 1. And swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Throws down to second base, and the ball gets away from the second baseman. It was a really good throw by Rugenstein, but it got away from the second baseman, and the runner is safe. So now you'll have Niehaus at second as Boone goes down on a strike. So you have 1 down. That brings Eric Slack, the second baseman, to the plate. Eric, a left-handed batter with a 435 batting average. The pitch is high. They throw down the third, and the runner is safe. So Niehaus now steals 2 bases. And puts himself 90 feet away from the plate to score run number 3 for Lynchburg Clay. Eric Slack now with a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. That'll bring the leadoff batter. Check that. That will bring Eric Slack to the plate. I apologize. And the pitch is in. 3 balls and no strikes now, as they're a little interesting because as the pitch called, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Slack. And check that, there's only 1 out. I said 2. That's a little bunt down the third baseline, foul. Strike 2. Slack, a 435 batter, as I said. 46 at bats, 19 runs, 20 hits. 2 runs are in. Niehaus at third, representing the 3rd run of the inning. Pitch now, high and out for a ball to even the count at 2-2. On deck, the leadoff batter, Elam Faust, the catcher for the Mustangs. Pitch misses out again, and the count goes full of 3-2. And my count does not agree with the scoreboard. But, you know, sometimes that might not surprise some of you. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. As the batter goes, they throw down to first. The ball gets past the first baseman, and the run will score from third, and the batter will move over to second. Not a good look for the Fayetteville defense. So that'll go down as a swinging strike 3 with an E2, allowing Trevor Niehaus to score from third. Slack is safe at first, and what happened was the catcher dropped the baseball on the 3rd strike. The batter took off for first. He actually looked at third base, but then threw to first, and the runner at third came home. Ball got past the first baseman, and the batter is safe at second. And now they throw down to third as the runner tries to stretch it to third, and they'll get him. And finally, Slack is out for the 3rd out, but not before Lynchburg Clay scores 3. They take a 3-1 lead. Check that. That's only the 2nd out. I'm trying to end this inning too quick, aren't I? It's a 2nd out of the inning. I'm sorry. That will clear the bases, though. At the plate, Faust, swing and a miss. Strike 1. And swing and a miss. Strike 2. Lefty versus lefty. That one was down and in. And Faust went down after it. The pitch again, and called strike 3. But not before Lynchburg Clay scores a total of 3 runs. They take a 3-1 lead. We're back after this. We move now to the bottom of the 2nd. Fayetteville trailing. They bat next. Here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
And a little pop fly foul back behind the fence here. And it goes 1-2. Toby Brown, a .289 batter, .413 on base percentage. He swings through, strike 3. I mentioned it earlier how quickly Quinn Wells likes to work. He slows down dramatically with base runners, but when there's nobody on, man, he is moving on. And again, for the Maggielock Tire Service lineup, Quinn Wells pitching, Elam Fowles catching. Max Baker at first, and the wind and the pitch. Down for ball 1 on Parker Fancook. Eric Slack, the second baseman. Christian Beachy at third. Harley Lewis, the shortstop, and that's a little pop fly, shallow right field. It'll drop in front of the center fielder, and that'll be a base hit. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. The score 3-1, 1 down. Josh Robbins, the senior right fielder, will come to the plate. And I believe we may have a hitting change as James Flowers out to talk to his pitcher. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large, pepped-up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped-up pepperoni.
Snappy Delivery.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow.
couple of changes defensively for Lynchburg Clay. And that first pitch is called strike one. On the mound now, Christian Beachy, the sophomore, as Quinn Wells will move to second base. Talked to Coach James Flowers briefly. Not a big problem. Called strike two. Not a big problem. Just a little tightness in the elbow. And when you have a little tightness like that, he doesn't, especially going in a tournament. They don't want to do anything to injure him. So just better safe than sorry. They went ahead and pulled him here. And they put Christian Beachy on the mound. That'll will reset the defense there on our Magulac Tire Service defensive set. As Beachy looks at the batter and the pitch now. Down and out. Ball one. It'll be Elam Faust catching. Max Baker at first. Quinn Wells now playing second. Harley Lewis at shortstop. Tanner Roberts is now moved to third. In left field now, Eric Slack. Trevor Niehaus moves to center field, and Alex Van Fleet remains in right field. Beachy, a right-handed pitcher, and a swing and a miss, and he strikes him out for the second out of the inning. That'll bring the leadoff batter, Ryder Lunkin, to the plate. Beachy has pitched in 6 games, 23 and a third innings. His record is 4-0. He struck out 32 with a .73 ERA, whip and a .30 ERA. Fancook moves over to second, uncontested, as the runner gets past the catcher, and the count on Lunkin goes to 1-0. So the runner on second base and a swing and a miss, strike one. Lynchburg Clay's pitching staff, all very young. And he misses high and out, ball two, 2-1. Carter Gallinger, the shortstop, on deck. Ryder Lunkin, a .339 batter with a .479 on base percentage. He's batted 56 times, so 16 runs. Beachy the pitch, and called ball three. 3-1 now. Again, there's 2 down. If you're just joining us, Lynchburg Clay leading in the ballgame, 3-1. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch now, big fastball right down the middle of the plate, 3-2. And I'll bet you Ryder Lunkin would like to see that one again. Lunkin, a right-handed batter facing the right-handed pitcher. And it's a pop fly to right field. Van Fleet is there. He'll make the catch. 3 down. They strand one, and we have a pitching change. We'll move on now to the top of the third inning. Lynchburg Clay will bat. They lead 3-1 in our ball game. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Track.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer! Wow.
to Shack baseball.
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To Shack volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971. Fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Quinn Wells, Christian Beachy, and Tanner Roberts in that order. Quinn Wells, by the way, pitched 1 in the 3rd inning, struck out 1, walked 1, gave up 4 hits, and 1 run. As the first pitch, check that as Wells steps in. And on the mound, the starting pitcher as it's a high fly ball to center field. I'm blocked by the umpire. The center fielder will go back. It'll be over his head. It'll be to the fence. And going into second base with a stand-up double is Quinn Wells. That'll get things started. Fan Cook looked up at first from this vantage point. It looked like he might have a play, but then he turned and headed for the fence, and it was well over his head. There was nothing he could do about it. And the first pitch is into Christian Beachy, strike 1. Christian Beachy, again, a .387 batter. He's batted 62 times, 17 runs, 24 hits. Pitch high and out, ball 1. 8 doubles, 31 RBIs, and a .481 on base percentage. And a pitch again. Yes, it goes to 2-1. I had to wait. I did not see the signal on that. 2 balls and a strike. This Lynchburg Clay team, as I said, very, very young, as Beachy takes strike 2 on the outside. 2-2 now. The pitch now, swing and a miss, and he strikes him out for the first out of the inning. Don't forget to stay tuned after the games. We name our snappiest player of the game. And, of course, it'll be our ACRMC Coaches Comment Show. We'll talk to the winning coach. And don't forget that Behind the Mic, brought to you by the Driving Authority in Hillsboro. And the pitch high, they throw down to third base. The runner is in and out. Wells tried to steal third, and Rugenstein with a great throw down to third base off of a fastball right down the middle of the plate. And that's the second out of the inning. Nice job, Blake Rugenstein. Now the bases will be empty as Roberts will stand in. He's a right-handed batter, 2 down on the top of the 3rd inning. And a pitch called, strike 1. This game is also being brought to you by ABCAP, Ohio Means Jobs, working to help Adams and Brown County families be more self-sufficient. Learn more at omjadamsbrown.org. Call strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Not sure what's going on with the scoreboard. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it doesn't have anything on it. 1 ball and no strikes. And when you're an expert statistician like I am, that scoreboard is really nice to look at. And the pitch misses down. Harley Lewis on deck. As if I saw the umpire correctly, accordingly it's 3-2, and it is as he walks him. That'll put a runner again on first base for Harley Lewis to come to the plate. Harley, the shortstop, walked in the 2nd inning and scored the first run of the ball game for Lynchburg Clay. Let's give a shout out to our season sponsor, Willie & Son Trucking. Get your motor running and roll on with Willie & Son Trucking. Pitch outside, ball 1. That makes Max Baker on deck for the as they throw over to first, and it gets past the first baseman. The runner will round second and go all the way to third on an overthrow of first base, and now the ball gets loose down on the third baseline, but it'll stay in play, and holding at third now is Tanner Roberts. That's opportunistic base running, and that'll go down as an E1. I believe that was on the pitcher, so we'll make that an E1. That'll put a run 90 feet away and a pitch high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes on Harley Lewis, the shortstop. Harley has 14 RBIs in the season. 15th one is right out there on third base. Swing and a miss. He swings through a fastball. Strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Thanks to Bertram's Pharmacy for sponsoring this broadcast. Stop by any of their 3 locations: Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, and Sardinia Pharmacy as well. Lewis stands back in. The pitch. Curveball. Makes the count full at 3-2. Runner on third, 2 down. Max Baker on deck. Quickly the pitch, swing and a miss, and it gets past the catcher. And it won't make any difference. That's the 3rd out of the inning, I do believe. Check that. That's the 2nd out of the inning. We'll get this right. And that'll score a run. That'll put a runner back at first, as the strikeout will not be an out, as the runner is safe at first on a passed ball. Batting now Max Baker. The score now two balls and no strikes on Baker. Trevor Niehaus, the center fielder, on deck. And that pitch is called strike. And again the pitch. And he swings through a curve ball. Strike 2. On that, Lewis moves over to second, uncontested. So now you'll have a runner at second base. And again the pitch. Misses high to run the count full again at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Max Baker. So he'll stand back in. As again the pitch. And he misses high and walks him. That'll put a runner on first and second. That's the 4th walk of the ball game given up by Short, as I believe Chris Snyder's going to go out and have a conversation with his pitcher. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
I will admit we have a little discrepancy on the scoreboard. I have it as 4-1, as the scoreboard is showing it 3-1, but I'm pretty sure it's 4-1, but we'll leave it as the first pitch is in, strike 1 on Trevor Niehaus. Runners on first and second now. As the pitch, swing and a miss, and he chased the curveball. Strike 2. Caden Boone, the DH, on deck now for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. Mustangs here in their gray uniforms. Black stripes, black numerals, trimmed in gold.
Sardinia, Ohio, to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Summer's almost here, and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those long road trips ahead. Bowling Automotive Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and their auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service does batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tires, diagnostics, and more. Call Bowling Auto Service at 937-213-2046. Stop by 12702 White House Road in Sardinia, or visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
Batters to the plate. Beachy on the mound. First pitch in the dirt, ball one. Carter Gallinger, Alex Williamson, Blake Rugenstein in that order. On the mound, Christian Beachy in relief of Quinn Wells for the Mustangs. And that's a pop fly in the infield. The shortstop Lewis is under it. Way high in the air, it drops, and he makes the first out of the inning. Now with one down, Alex Williamson will come to the plate for the Fayetteville Rockets. Begin your pathway to completion today with Southern State Community College at SSCC, as it's a pop fly again. Shallow right field. Van Fleet is there. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. 3 pitches, 2 outs. Once again, Southern State Community College at sscc.edu. Thanks to Southern State for sponsoring our baseball game. Beachy working very quickly. 2 down, pitch, curveball, strike one on the outside. Blake Rugenstein, he walked but was caught trying to score in the first inning. And he jumps on a curveball. It is also lofted into right field. It will go into foul territory, but Van Fleet, crossing the line, makes a diving catch for the third out of the inning. A quick 3 outs will bring Lynchburg Clay back to the bat, back to the plate in the 4th inning, right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
At Southern Hills Community Bank, we take great pride in building strong relationships with our customers. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services to fit your needs, like checking and savings, home and auto loans, plus ATM and debit cards, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking with mobile deposit. Visit southernhillscommunitybank.com or stop by any of our 8 convenient locations. We want to be your bank. Southern Hills Community Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Customer service with a difference.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peoples Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peoples Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peoples, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose Peoples Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
And Toby Brown in that order for the Fayetteville Rockets. Want to remind you, tomorrow, big broadcast on Good Guys Radio TV. Make sure you mark your calendars, mark your watches, mark everything. Just take a big Sharpie and mark it all the way down in both arms. Tomorrow, about 4 o'clock, we'll be on the air. It will be the Shack Track Meet. Well over 100 athletes from all over the Shack competing in all the track and field events. It is a fun event for us, a fun event for the parents and the athletes. It'll be at Manchester High School. It'll be on Good Guys Radio TV, all of the events. You'll get to see all of them. Better yet, go out and watch the event and come back and watch it later on Good Guys Radio TV. But once again, the Shack Track Meet from Manchester High School tomorrow on Good Guys Radio TV. First pitch is in, called strike one. That's on Tyler Short. And check that. I'm looking at the wrong lineup. Caden Boone stands in. As Caden stands in again, it's a ground ball to the second baseman. Lunkin will play it. He'll throw it to first, one down. But again, that'll be on the air at about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Rain or shine, by the way. And we'll have several special broadcasters. We'll have lots of interviews called Strike One on Eric Slack. Ken Smith will be there. Phil Ronimus as called Strike Two. Also, Caleb Rayburn will be there for interviews. The whole crew will be there bringing you a special broadcast from Manchester High School. The count goes 1-2 strikes. Scoring our ball game 4-1. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Lynchburg leading. The pitch again, misses way outside, all the way back here right in front of us. 2 strikes. Before the game, it's Between the Baselines, brought to you by Ron Lynch at Edward Jones Investments. Listen in early and let Ron help you plan early for your future. The count now full on Eric Slack. 3 strikes. Tyler Short on the mound, the starting pitcher, and called strike 3 for the second out of the inning. That's the 8th strikeout of the ball game for Short. That'll bring the leadoff batter, Elam Faust, to the plate. Elam 0 for 2 in the ball game, a .488 batter. He's batted 41 times, 27 runs, 20 hits, and the pitch is down for ball 1. Also the possessor of 4 doubles and 1 triple with 11 RBIs. Leads the team in second of the team in stolen bases. Big curveball, strike 1. Good looking pitch. That evens the count at 1 strike. If you're just joining us, I'm Don Bowles, and of course, you might be listening on C103. You can watch us on Good Guys Radio TV, and it's a line shot into left field for a base hit. Alex Williamson will play it on 1 hop, but count Elam Faust safe at first with a single to left field. That'll bring Quinn Wells, the starting pitcher, to the plate. Now, Quinn is 1 for 1 with a walk. He walked with Strand in the first, had a double to center field, but was caught stealing in the third. Swings through a pitch for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Your local auto repair expert, Bowling Automotive, is proud to bring you Shack Baseball. Get ready to roll for summer driving season at Bowling Automotive in Sardinia. Short looks at his wrist where he has his notes on every batter, I'm sure. Pitches out for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Behind the plate, Mo Cooper, by the way. Adam McPherson out on the bases. Should take the count 3 balls and a strike now on Quinn Wells. There's 2 down. Runner on first base, and it's a hard hit ball to center, right center field. The left fielder is over. I should have said left center field. The left fielder is over. He'll make the grab. 3 outs. They strand 1. We move now to the bottom of the 4th. Fayetteville will bat trailing 4-1. We're back after this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Magulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Magulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Magulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan, that's the Magulac commitment every single day. Looking for the right path to your future? Let Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown be your compass. With the PATH program, we'll guide you every step of the way. Whether you're navigating career planning, academic rewards, or paid work experience, PATH is your route to success. For ages 14 to 24, it's time to forge your path one opportunity at a time. Ready to step forward? Visit omjadamsbrown.org/path today and start paving the way to your brighter tomorrow. A division of APCAP must meet eligibility requirements. Funding is provided by TANF and WIOA and administered by ODJFS.
On the mound to begin his third inning of work. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Fayetteville will bat trailing 4-1. Defensively, Christian Beachy on the mound. Elam Faust catching. Max Baker is at first. Quinn Wells is the second baseman. Tanner Roberts at third. Harley Lewis the shortstop. Eric Slack in left. Trevor Niehaus in center and Alex Van Fleet in right. Fayetteville trailing by 2. They checked that by 3, 4-1 the score. We'll send Tyler Short, Caden Vilvins, and Toby Brown to the plate in that order. Tyler Short, the left-handed batter, steps in to face off against the right-handed pitching Beachy, and it's a pop fly foul behind us, strike one. Short, a .349 batter, had a single to left field back in the first inning, but was stranded. Stands in, rests that bat clear down on his shoulder, and swing and a miss late on what looked like a curveball. No balls and 2 strikes now. Again, he settles in, pulls that left foot in toward the plate. Called strike 3. 1 down. Caden Vilvins, the third baseman, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1, had a single to right field for an RBI, the only one that Fayetteville has. Was stranded in the first. Big night for Lynchburg Clay. Of course, big night for Fayetteville, too. They could be the deal breaker here. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, strike 1. Lynchburg Clay comes in here undefeated in league play. Lynchburg trying to win the gold baseball. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And you can bet Fayetteville would like nothing better than to hand them the last game of the season, their first loss in league play, pitch high for a ball, and keep them from winning that gold baseball. Lynchburg Clay won the gold baseball last year, also appeared in the Final Four, made it all the way to the state tournament. And it's foul back behind us. The count will remain 1-2. Both these teams, I'll tell you where their tournament draw is in a moment as pitch misses out to even the count at 2-2. Fayetteville will start their tournament Wednesday the 20th. They'll play Fayetteville at New Miami. New Miami up north of Hamilton, between Hamilton and Middletown. And a swing and a miss, second strike out of the inning, and the second out of the inning. That brings Toby Brown to the plate. Lynchburg Clay, on the other hand, has earned themselves a home opener, as they will play on Thursday, May 21st. They'll play either Oak Hill, number 14 Oak Hill, or number 19 Nelsonville York at Lynchburg Clay. That game starting at 5 p.m. The Fayetteville game starting at 5 p.m. as well. Fayetteville, the number 2 seed in their tournament. And a pitch down for a ball. Nobody on, 2 down. Toby Brown batting, the first baseman. Toby, a sophomore. Fayetteville here in their visitors' pinstripes. Interesting look. Black uniforms with white pinstripes, green numerals trimmed in white. Good-looking uniforms. Beachy takes his time, settles in, and the pitch again. And Brown chased one up and in, and that's strike 2. That was almost chin music, and he chased it. He thought that was a third out. He was going to run to first, but nope, that's only strike two. On deck, the center fielder, Parker Fancook, for the Fayetteville Rockets. Beachy sets and pitches and called strike three, and he strikes out the side. As now we'll move to the top of the fifth. Lynchburg Clay bats, leading 4-1. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Shorts on the mound. He's the starting pitcher. Blake Rugenstein behind the plate. His first pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Batting, let me do that as well. Parker Fancook, Levi Espinoza, and Ryder Lunkin in that order for Lynchburg Clay. But again, Toby Brown at first as the pitch misses out. Ball two. Second base, Ryder Lunkin. Caden Vilvins is at third. Carter Gallinger is the shortstop as the pitch is in. Alex Williams is in left, Parker Fancook in center, and Levi Espinoza is in right. Strike two called on Christian Beachy. It'll be Beachy, Roberts, and Lewis in that order for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. And what a gorgeous day for baseball. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Lynchburg Clay will now send Tanner Roberts to the plate. Now, Lynchburg Clay scored 3 in the second and 1 in the third. Those 3 runs came on a walk, a couple of hits, an error in the second, and then in the third they scored 1 run on 2 walks and a hit, and 2 errors they stranded 2. So Fayetteville actually did a pretty good job at working themselves out of a jam. Short has pitched a pretty nice ball game. And woohoo, good looking off-speed pitch for a strike. Roberts stands in again. The pitch again, and it misses out for a ball. 2 balls and a strike now on Tanner Roberts. Short has struck out 8. He's walked 4, given up 4 hits. And that's called strike 2 to even the count at 2-2. 3 errors, they've stranded 3, 4 runs. Of that, no more than 2 of them, depending on how the official scorer keeps it. But that pitch misses out to run the count full. But no more than 2 of those are earned runs. So Short actually has a very nice ball game going from the pitcher's mound, even though his team is down 4-1. And that's foul back. The count remains 3-2. We'll get inside the game with the Adams County Regional Medical Center Coach's Comment Show. after our final out, presented by ACRMC Family Medicine Center. They're building a new one right here at Fayetteville High School. What a gorgeous facility that's going to be. All the people of Fayetteville will have the opportunity to have their hometown health service with a provider. There'll be a pharmacy. It'll be good stuff for Fayetteville. They've been health care vacant for several years now, and they'll have the opportunity to that be fixed by ACRMC Family Medicine. Brand new facility just over behind the baseball field here, or behind us, I guess would be the way to say it. And he walks Roberts to put a runner on first base and bring Harley Lewis to the plate, the shortstop. And of course, as we said, we'll name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game following a game. And again, we don't want to forget season sponsor, including Baxla Tractor Sales in Seaman and Batavia, your local dealer for Kubota, Land Pride, Exmark, and more. Pitch is in for a ball. Looks at the runner at first, and the pitch misses with a curveball. Lewis on as at the plate, Max Baker on deck. There's one down. Add-on run at first. The score 4-1. And pitch misses high. Ball 3. And again, Lewis stands in, and he takes strike 2, I believe it is. Short. And he walks him. That'll be the second walk in a row, as that'll put runners at first and second, Roberts at second, Lewis at first for Max Baker to come to the plate. Get rolling before each game with the Maggulac Tire Service starting lineup, by the way. Maggulac Tire Service for all your first pitches in, call strike 1. For all your tire needs on the road or on the farm. And stay with us after the final out for Behind the Mic, brought to you by the Driving Authority, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Gallagher will play it to second for 1. They go to first, and it gets past the first baseman. And a run will score. And I hesitated because everyone was just kind of in slow motion. Baker credited with a, I'm not sure how to score that. It was a ground ball to the shortstop. As pitch is in, called strike 1. Trevor Niehaus at the plate now. And they throw down to first, and the runner's back. And the pitch is in, and foul, or is it out of play? It is. Just foul down the first base line. And again, I have the score at 5-1 now. The scoreboard, some kind of problems with the scoreboard. They're unable to keep the pitch count. And that's another foul down the first base line. Niehaus, the center fielder's 1 for 2 on the night. Had a single to center field, stole a couple bases, and scored the third run back in the second inning. There's also a strikeout victim in the third. Short the pitch, curveball high for a ball. Runner at first base. They throw back down to first. It gets past the first baseman again. The runner is going to hold. At first they sent him, but then they changed their mind, said, no, we won't do that. There's 2 down in the inning. Runner at first. Full count on the batter, Niehaus. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Short with the baseball and the pitch. In the dirt, and he walks him. And that will bring Caden Boone, the designated hitter, to the plate. With runners on first and second and 2 down. He stands in again. His team up 5-1 now here in the 5th inning. The pitch again, high for a ball. Boone stands in once again. Left-handed batter facing off against left-handed pitcher, and it hits him. First hit by a pitch tonight. That'll load the bases. As now Baker will be at third. Niehaus will be at second. Boone will be at first. And Chris Snyder's going to have a talk with his pitcher. We'll be right back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large pepped up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped up pepperoni. Snappy Delivery.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack Basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
to Shack Baseball,
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown Football,
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
to Shack Volleyball,
Hatton for the kill. Back, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a pitching change. As in to pitch now will be Caden Vilvens, replacing Short. And he'll face off against Eric Slack for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. Vilvens, right-handed pitcher, misses behind the batter for ball 1. One ball and no strikes on Slack. Takes his time, settles on the mound. Right-handed pitcher versus right-handed batter. High leg kick and Called strike 2. Takes his time looking again, a wind in the pitch, and it's a grounder to the second baseman. He'll flip to the shortstop covering second. That's the third out of the inning. We'll be back after that, after this, as Fayetteville scores again. They lead 5-1. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971. Fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Top of the 5th inning, Fayetteville will come to the plate. They will send their number 8-9 batters, 8-9-1 batters to the plate. Facing off against Christian Beachy. The pitch is high, ball 1. Beachy in relief of Quinn Wells. Quinn pitched the first inning and a third. Struck out 1, he walked 1, gave up 4 hits. 1 run. Pitch high for a ball. Ball 2. Beachy, on their other hand, has now pitched 2 1/3 innings and pitch in for a strike. He has struck out 4 and yet to give up a hit, nor a run, of course. Score 5-1. As the pitch again, swing and a miss as he swings through a fastball to even the count at 2-2. Parker Fancook, a .237 batter, had a single to center field and was stranded back in the second. His team trailing by 4 here. A little pop fly in the infield. The second baseman is in quickly. He'll make it crossing the mound for the first out. That brings Levi Espinoza to the plate. Levi, a strikeout victim for the second out in the second inning. The first batter that Beachy faced, by the way, in the ball game. His pitch now, a little underwater swing for strike 1. No balls and a strike. As we said, this is our last regular season baseball game. We will start tournament coverage Tuesday night. Big curveball. A little high for ball 1. We hope it goes as long as it did last year. We were able to go swing and a miss, strike 2. We were able to go all the way to the Final 4 with the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. We would certainly love to have at least one team do that again this year and go on to win a state championship for that matter. And the pitch now, swing and a miss, and he strikes him out for the second time of the game. That's 2 down now. That'll bring the leadoff batter, Ryder Lunkin, to the plate. As again, Beachy sets, kicks, and throws. Curveball. Ball 1. From the bottom of the 5th inning, we'll play 7 in high school baseball. Score 5-1. It is And that's a pop fly, shallow left field. And the left fielder's in. He'll make the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We move now to the bottom of the, check that, to the top of the 6th. Lynchburg Clay Bats leading 5-1. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Summer's almost here and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those long road trips ahead. Bowling Automotive Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and their auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service does batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tires, diagnostics, and more. Call Bowling Auto Service at 937-213-2046. Stop by 12702 White House Road in Sardinia or visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
As we've had some defensive changes for Fayetteville, I'll give you those in a minute. First, give you those in a moment. As first 2 pitches in and to Elam Faust, and the first 2 pitches are balls. 2 balls and no strikes. Defensively, Caden Vilvens, as we said earlier, is on the mound now. Blake Rugenstein still behind the plate. The pitch misses out. Ball 3. At first is Toby Brown, second base Ryder Lunkin. The the third baseman is now Alex Williamson. Carter Gallinger is at short, and he walks him on 4 pitches. In the outfield, left to right, Parker Fancook in left, Tyler Short in center, and A.J. Johnson in right. And that's our Magulac Tire Service defensive set here in the top of the 6th inning. At the plate, Quinn Wells. They throw over to first. Faust is back. Faust is a steal threat. He's 41 at bats. He's stolen 23 bases. Quinn Wells, a .649 batter coming into tonight's ball game. Has had a double and a walk. He walked in the first, was stranded. Doubled in the second, was caught trying to come home for the second out of the inning. And the pitch misses way outside and gets away from the catcher. And rounding second and going into third base will be Faust. And that'll be a wild pitch as Faust now at third. And Wells ahead in the count 1-0. And a pitch high for a ball. Ball 2. On deck now, Christian Beachy, the relief pitcher for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. They lead in the ballgame 5-1 the score. As the pitch now, and he drives it foul outside the third baseline. Strike 1. Not only a .649 batting average, but a .711 on-base percentage. 7 out of every 10 at-bats he reaches. That is some kind of average. And he jumps all over that one. That's a high fly ball way up in the air. Left fielder Fancook will make the play, but tagging and scoring will be Elam Faust. And that'll make the score 6-1 now, as finally they do correct the scoreboard. And credit Wells with a sacrifice fly to left and an RBI. And the first pitch is in to Beachy for strike one. Beachy 0 for 3 tonight. He struck out 3 times. I'm sure he'd like to correct that now. He's got a nice pitching performance going here. See if we can get on the board with something from the plate. High leg kick by Short. Pitch misses, ball 1. That makes Tanner Roberts, the left fielder, on deck for the Mustangs. Beachy stands in a right-handed batter. He's got a .387 average, and the pitch misses inside for a ball. .481 on base percentage. He has had 17 runs, 24 hits. 8 of those are doubles. And he jumps all over that one for a line drive into left field. But moving over to make the catch is Parker Fancook. And finally there's 2 down in the inning. Tanner Roberts comes to the plate now. Tanner 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. He's walked and scored twice, once in the 3rd, once in the 5th. He's a right-handed batter, sporting a .389 batting average. He takes one inside for a ball. Again, we're in the top of the 6th inning, 7-inning ball game. As again the pitch in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And again the pitch. And it's a ground ball to the shortstop. He'll make the play, throws to first. 3rd out of the inning, but not before Lynchburg Clay plays add-on. They get one more run. They lead 6-1 here as we move to the bottom of the 6th. Fayetteville Bats trailing in the ball game here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
At Southern Hills Community Bank, we take great pride in building strong relationships with our customers. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services to fit your needs, like checking and savings, home and auto loans, plus ATM and debit cards, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking with mobile deposit. Visit southernhillscommunitybank.com or stop by any of our 8 convenient locations. We want to be your bank. Southern Hills Community Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Customer service with a difference.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Stein in that order. Carter takes a high pitch inside, ball 1. Second pitch down and out, ball 2. Once again, join us tomorrow, Good Guys Radio TV, for the annual Shack Track Meet from Manchester High School. All 10 Shack schools will be represented. Great opportunity to see some real championship athletes. Count goes 2-1 on a called strike. We have some state champions here in the Shack. more to come. It's a great opportunity, and pitches down to take it 3 balls and 1 strike. But the level of athleticism in the shack is pretty outstanding. So your opportunity, if you can't be there at Manchester, check it out on GoodGuysRadioTV.com. It's foul back now, and the count goes full at 3-2. The Driving Authority, your Southern Ohio's driving education school, presents Behind the Mic. We'll have that, walks him on 6 pitches. We'll have that following our ball game. We'll talk to one of the players from the winning team, as well as the ACRMC Coaches Comment Show and Snappy Tomato Pizza. They throw over to first base. The runner is back. Beachy has struck out 5. That was the first walk given up and called strike 1. In 3 1/3 innings, as he throws back over to first. The runner's back again. Things have kind of slowed down here in the late as a curveball high. Ball 1. Nobody out, a runner on first base. Fayetteville batting, trailing 6-1. Pitch misses out. Ball 2. 2-1 now. Blake Rugenstein, the catcher, on deck for the Rockets. Williamson at the plate, a .375 batter with a .452 on-base percentage, 24 hits, and 64 at-bats. And it's a fly ball foul outside the first baseline. Baker is there to make the play, and they caught the runner off of first base and double him up. So off of a little foul ball outside the first baseline, they turn 2. So now with 2 down, that'll bring Blake Rugenstein to the plate. Blake is 0 for 1. He walked in the first but was caught. And curveball right down the middle, strike 1. He also hit a fly ball to right field for the 3rd out in the 3rd inning. A right-handed batter pulls that left foot way back, and another curveball, and he goes and tried to hold back, but called for the strike nonetheless. No balls and 2 strikes. On deck, Tyler Short, the starting pitcher for the Fayetteville Rockets. And again the pitch, and that one misses for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fayetteville running out of time here. We only play 7 innings in high school, so Beachy quickly the pitch, misses out with that one to even it at 2-2. Fayetteville again will play New Miami next Wednesday in tournament play at 5 p.m. at New Miami. Pitch misses and the count goes full at 3-2. You Lynchburg fans, it'll be Oak Hill or Nelsonville York, the 14 or 19 seed, visiting Lynchburg Clay. That'll be next Thursday at 5 p.m. at Lynchburg Clay for their first tournament game. And a pitch high, and he walks him. That'll put a runner at first base again. Only the second walk, and both of them coming this inning, that Beachy has issued. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Tyler Short. Left-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher. Senior night here at Fayetteville. Really nice ceremony. They honored the track team, softball players, baseball players, all with their parents in attendance. Really cool. 1 ball, 1 strike now, the count. 2 down. And again the pitch. And that one misses down and in for ball 2. Once again, I want to thank Brandon Rigdon, our producer, director, and Good Guys Radio TV. Don't forget, you don't just have to watch it live. You can go back and watch it any place, anytime. As the pitch now, high for a ball, 3-1 the count now. Have to wonder if Beachy's not getting a little tired as pitching coach Eric Fiskus will go out and have a conversation with his pitcher. We'll be back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Magulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Magulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Magulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan. That's the Magulac commitment every single day.
As Coach Eric Fiskus will return back to the dugout, Christian Beachy looks like he's going to remain on the mound as he asks the umpire for another baseball. There's 2 outs here in the 6th inning, a runner on first base. Second walk of the ball game given up here in the inning. And the second walk of the inning given up, Beachy puts that runner at first. Short at, and a swing and a miss to take the count to 3-2 strikes. That was a nice looking pitch. I don't know what Fiskus said to him, but it's certainly got his attention. And he misses with that one, and he walks the third batter of the inning. They were fortunate enough to double off the first one, but now he has the last 2 at first and second. For Caden Vilvens, the relief pitcher, to come to the plate for the Fayetteville Rockets. Beachy's pitch, and it's a little pop fly foul. Out of play for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Beachy rocks and kicks. Pitch throws it way high and fouls the catcher, and the runners will advance. So now you'll have runners at second and third. Fayetteville down by 5, but that is not an insurmountable amount in high school baseball. Stranger things have happened. It's part of the game. It's not a perfect game, and a game in which the errors or mistakes have a tendency to mount. And of course the pitch, and that one's foul back behind us again for strike 2. So now Beachy ahead in the count, Vilvens behind, 0-2. Runners on second and third. There are 2 outs. 6th inning, Fayetteville trailing by 5. The pitch again, swing and a miss. He strikes him out, and he works himself out of a jam as Fayetteville fails to score, and we move to the top of the 7th. Lynchburg Clay will bat, leading 6-1. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Looking for the right path to your future? Let Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown be your compass. With the PATH program, we'll guide you every step of the way. Whether you're navigating career planning, academic rewards, or paid work experience, PATH is your route to success. For ages 14 to 24, it's time to forge your path one opportunity at a time. Ready to step forward? Visit omjadamsbrown.org/path today and start paving the way to your brighter tomorrow. A division of APCAM must meet eligibility requirements. Funding is provided by TANF and WIOA and administered by ODJFS. Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance. In Georgetown at 937-378-4124. In Owensville at 513-732-2600. In West Union at 937-544-5505. Or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Ball outside, ball one. We're at the top of the 7th inning. Lynchburg Clay batting. They lead 6-1 in our ball game. It'll be Lewis, Baker, and Niehaus in that order. Second pitch in, misses out, ball 2. And the pitch misses in, ball 3. So wind in the pitch, and he hits him. So that'll put a runner at first base. And now at the plate, Max Baker. It's gotten really quiet here. What a gorgeous day it's been already, though. Wow. It's good stuff. As they throw over to first, and no, there'll be a balk called. And Lewis will move over on the balk. And once again, Baker stands in. Right-handed batter pulls that left foot way back to first base and fouls that one back behind us for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike, and I don't know what that hit. Sounded like it hit a car, but there's no cars back there. So Trevor Niehaus on deck now. Should we get there, Aiden Beanie will be into bat for Caden Boone. So I'm going to try to give you these defensive changes. Nice catch by the catcher as they throw down to third base. The runner goes into third, the baseball goes into left field, and scoring is Harley Lewis on an overthrow by the catcher. So that's the 7th run of the ball game. That'll be on an E2. That'll be another unearned run. As now with the bases empty, Baker bats with the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He stands back in, short the pitch. Curveball, he swings through it for strike 3 in the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Trevor Niehaus to the plate with 1 down. She stands in, and the pitch called, strike 1. Next pitch is a pop fly in the infield. The pitcher short is over, making the play, running into foul territory on the first base line for the second out of the inning. That brings Aiden Beanie to the plate. Aiden pinch hitting for Caden Boone. And he's first ball hitting, and it's foul. Niehaus will stand back in. Now behind the count, no balls and 1 strike. When Fayetteville bats, they'll be sending their 7, 8, and 9 batters to the plate, trailing by 6 now. And the first pitch, second pitch, is in for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. As another foul ball. As again, Beanie, a right-handed batter, settles in. A high leg kick by Short, swing and a miss. He swings through the pitch. They throw it down to first base. It's in the dirt and past the first baseman. Rounding first going into second will be Beanie. And Eric Slack will come to the plate now. That'll be an E2. The runner, and it's a little foul ball back behind us for strike 1. And that pitch is in for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And again the pitch, and this one hits his bat. One of those excuse me hits is hits the bat back to the backstop. And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm sure Eric Slack kind of happy he hit that one. Get it out of play a little bit. Tyler Stewart, the starting pitcher, still on the mound for the Fayetteville Rockets. He's thrown a lot of pitches today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again the pitch. And it misses outside to even the count at 2-2. 7-1 the score. Lynchburg Clay trying to win the goal baseball. If they win this ball game today, that's what they will get for an undefeated season in Southern Hills Athletic Conference play. And he misses outside to run the count full at 3-2. Game's not over, but Fayetteville only has 3 outs left to their record to tie this, and that one's in the dirt. They throw down to first, they're going to get the runner. And they do. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. As we move now to the bottom of the 7th, Fayetteville bats trailing 7-1. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large, pepped-up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped-up pepperoni. Snappy Delivery.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
We come back, ladies and gentlemen. Fayetteville will come to the plate trailing 7-1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They'll send Toby Brown, Parker Fancook, and A.J. Johnson to the plate in that order. And check that, we will have a pinch hitter, it looks like. Let me make sure I get that in. As Beachy still on the mound for Lynchburg Clay. And first pitch is in for a ball. And second pitch, it's a ground ball to the third baseman. He gloves it, but it gets through him. That's going to go down as an infield single. As there was not a whole lot Williamson could do with that one. That's Braden Williamson, the batter there. Pinch hitting for Brown. Now with a runner on first base, that'll bring and that pitch is in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and the runner will move over to second. And Williamson moves over to second. Fancook stands back in, ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch now, swing and a miss for a strike. And that's called ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. On Parker Fancook. And that pitch, he walks him on 5 pitches. That'll put runners on first and second. They throw back to second base, the runner's back. The wind and the pitch, and it's a ground ball to the second baseman, and they'll get the lead runner for the out. And check that, there was a line drive caught by the second baseman for the first out of the inning. And first pitch into Ryder Lunkin is called strike 1. That last batter was A.J. Johnson, by the way. Second pitch in, calls ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now. 1 down, bottom of the 7th inning. Fayetteville as it's a line shot into left field for a base hit. They'll hold the runner at third. So now you'll have the bases loaded with Williamson at third, Fancook at second, Lunkin at first, and the pitch now, and it misses out for a ball. At the plate now, Carter Gallagher, the shortstop for the Fayetteville Rockets. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 down. As Coach James Flowers is going to go out and have a conversation with his pitcher. We'll keep it right here. We'll see what's happening. I don't think he's going to change him. I think he's probably going to want to leave him in there. And that looks like what's going to happen. as Beachy has pitched a very, very nice baseball game. He's pitched a total of four innings. He has struck out 6. He's walked 3, well 4 when you include the one from this inning, and he is leaving him in. Gallagher at the plate, 1 ball and no strikes, 1 down. The bases loaded for the Fayetteville Rockets. Beachy takes his time. They're trying to fix second base out there, I guess is what they're doing. A little bit of maintenance going on. I was blocked by the umpire. I just know the other umpire had his back turned to us. And a high pitch, and nobody's going for ball 2. The last thing Fayetteville wants to do here is run themselves out of the inning. They're going to be very conservative on the base pads. Beachy looks, and the pitch again. Nice looking fastball outside. 2 balls and a strike. Gallagher thought so too, and he swung through it. 2 balls and a strike. And that pitch in for a ball. 3-1. And Beachy only 1 pitch away from walking in a run. And he does. And coming into score now will be Williamson. And we're going to have a pitching change as Coach James Flowers comes out, and that will require a pitching change. And I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack Basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
to Shack Baseball,
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown Football,
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
to Shack Volleyball,
Hatton for the kill, it's good.
local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971. Fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
Back in to pitch now Tanner Roberts for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs as he comes in with the bases loaded. First pitch is in for a ball, second pitch in for a called strike. Batting, Alex Williamson. And that pitch, nice looking fastball, strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes now. And it misses inside, even the count at 2-2. There's 1 down. The bases are loaded. 1 run is already in. in a 5-run ball game. And called strike 3. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Roberts now will face off against the cleanup batter, Blake Rugenstein. Rugenstein is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice. Walked and was caught in the first inning. Walked and was stranded in the 6th. First pitch in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And that went in for a called strike 2, or strike 1, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Fayetteville down to their last out. Last chance to keep Lynchburg Clay from their gold baseball. And that one's foul back for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and they're now down for their last strike. Roberts working very, very quickly. The wind and the pitch now, and in the dirt to even it at 2-2. Make sure you stay tuned for our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game, our ACRMC Coaches Comment Show, and of course we will have our Behind the Mic Show, brought to you by the Driving Authority in Hillsboro. And a pitch misses, and we'll go full, 3-2. Driving Authority, your driving authority in Southern Ohio. Driver's Education Authority. You know somebody needs some driver's training? They're there to take care of the need. And it's a little liner into right field, and that'll score at least 2. The right fielder has to chase it as it gets past him. That'll score 3. The 4th runner is coming to and they get him at third base, and the 3 runs go down for naught. As they score 3, but he tried to stretch it to the 3rd out. And what an unhappy break for the Fayetteville Rockets. As they score 3 there, but they come up too short as the runner is caught at 3rd to end the ball game. The final score, 7-5. It is Lynchburg Clay winning it in an unusual manner. But Rugenstein still gets 3 RBIs and a base hit, but it goes for naught as again, the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs win the ball game 7-2. And we will have individual and team stats. We'll have much more. But first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and C103.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, is a nice ending there for a baseball game as both teams gather around home plate for a prayer. And now the Lynchburg Clay Mustang players dousing James Flowers with the with the water cooler, and we're going to have to pick on him. Looks like he's awfully soft out there, Brandon. He's just looks like he's complaining way more than he should. His team comes away with a squeaker win to go undefeated, and he's complaining because he gets a little water. We'll just have to say something to him about that. But that said, we have individual team stats for both ball clubs. And let's take a look as I'm wrapping things up here. As again, Fayetteville's record drops to 5-8 in league play, 5-14 overall. Whereas on the other hand, Lynchburg Clay wins the gold baseball for the second year in a row in the Shack as they go 13-0 in league play and 17-3 overall. They are undefeated in league play. and that's why they call it the goal baseball. If it was basketball, this is goal basketball, and Lynchburg Clay celebrating their end of season as well with pictures. Two nice-looking ball clubs played a very good game. Lots of fun for high school baseball. Remember, high school baseball, not a perfect game. And, you know, sometimes it's about mistakes mixed in with some great play. And that's what we had tonight. We had some pretty nice play on both sides of baseball, but mistakes on both sides. And, you know, I talked to both coaches before the game. I talked specifically to Coach Flowers and Coach Snyder, both on purpose, because Coach Flowers knew this would not be an easy game to win, even though Lynchburg Clay only had 5 league wins. But I also talked to Chris Snyder, the coach for Fayetteville. And he thought his ball club could win tonight, and I agree with him. They came within 2 runs. Again, the final score 7-5. As what an ending it was. As bases loaded, Rugenstein comes up and hits a single to right field that sent, I guess it probably would have turned into at least a double. It was a double. Chased Alex Van Fleet all the way to the fence. And as he went to the fence, 3 runs scored, and Rugenstein rounded second and then tried to stretch it to third, and when he did, he was thrown out at third, and that was the final out of the ball game, and Fayetteville came up 2 runs short. The final score 7-5. We'll take a really quick break. We'll be back. We've yet to have our ACRMC Coaches Comment Show. We'll name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game, and we will also have our Behind the Mic show. We'll talk to one of the winning players from Lynchburg Clay. But first, this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the Fayetteville Rockets and their individual and team stats. Ryder Lunkin was 1 for 4 in the ball game, and that base hit came in the 7th inning as he hit a single to left field and scored the third run scored in that inning. And I should cover that as well. Fayetteville scored 1 run in the first and scored 4 runs in the 7th. And that first run coming on a walk, 3 hits, and they stranded 1. As they scored 4 runs in the 7th, as that was on the back of 3 walks and 2 base hits, I should say 2 walks and 2 base hits, and they did not strand any as they scored 4 runs there in the 7th. And again, the final score 7-5. Winning pitcher would be Christian Beachy. Christian struck out a total of 6. He walked 3. And he ends up the winning pitcher. The save goes to Tanner Roberts. Tanner Roberts pitched 2/3 of an inning as he came in there and struck, or I should say 1/3 of an inning as he came in and struck out Rugenstein, struck out Williamson, Alex Williamson, and Rugenstein finished it when he was thrown out at third base. On the other side of the baseball, Tyler Short pitched a complete game. He struck out 12. What a performance it was. Struck out 12, gave up 7 walks, 4 hits. There was 2 hit batters, a total of 4 errors. They stranded 6, and they scored 7 runs. The final score 7-5. Let's go back to the individual stats for the Fayetteville Rockets as I see Coach James Flowers on his way over. Ryder Lunkin was 1 for 4 with a single to left field and scored a run in the 7th. Carter Gallagher was 1 for 2 with 2 walks, had a single to center field, scored the first run of the ball game in the first inning. Walked and was stranded in the 6th, walked and scored a run in the 7th. Alex Williamson was 0 for 4. Blake Rugenstein was 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Walks and was caught stealing in the 1st, walked and was stranded in the 6th, had a single to right field, and was thrown out in the 7th. Tyler Short was 1 for 2 with a walk, had a single to left field, stranded in the 1st, and walked and stranded in the 6th. Caden Vilvens was 1 for 3, had a single to right field for the first RBI of the game in the 1st inning. Toby Brown was 0 for 2, and Braden Williams was yes, Williamson was 1 for 1 with a single and scored a run in the 7th inning. Levi Espinosa was 0 for 2, and A.J. Johnson was 0 for 1. We'll take a quick break. Up next, it's our ACRMC Coaches Comment Show. Joining me, Mr. James Flowers, and we'll also have our Behind the Mic show. And joining me will be, will also be, as I'll have to get this straight, we'll get this in just a moment. I'll check and see behind the mic. We'll be joined also by one of the Lynchburg Clay players. We'll be joined by Trevor Niehaus. We'll be right back after this on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and C103.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Lynchburg Clay Jr. Trevor Niehaus joins me here on Behind the Mic, brought to you by the Driver Authority. Trevor, were you worried in the 7th inning?
No, not really. I had confidence in Tanner to get the job done when he came in.
Right. What'd you think about that last play? If you're a Fayetteville player, you got to be pretty disappointed, don't you?
Yeah, I thought that was probably pretty disappointing for them, but I don't know. Blake Rugenstein, who hit that ball, he's a pretty good player. So.
Yes, he is, and he's contributed all season long. Tough way to end the ball game, wasn't it? You had a pretty nice ball game tonight, though. I've got you 1 for 3 with a walk. You scored 1. Pretty balanced. You guys, you've got a pretty nice season going for you, haven't you?
Yeah, our season's been pretty good so far.
Okay, what about the goal baseball? Is that a big deal?
It is. We were talking after the game, and we don't know if 2 gold balls have ever been won back-to-back, so...
And I would tell you, I don't remember that happening. Of course, I don't know all of them, but I think you're probably right, at least in recent history.
Yep.
Is that an important goal that you set at the beginning of the season?
Yes, we set 3 goals, and that was one of them.
Okay, what's the other 2 goals?
Make it to the regional tournament and I think a fielding percentage above 920.
Okay. And you're probably close on the fielding percentage, right?
Yes, sir.
And, of course, you yet to go to the region. And the tournament run's going to be pretty tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty tough. Yeah.
Okay, Tyler Short tonight, what was he throwing mostly?
Mostly fastballs. When he got ahead in the count, he would spin some stuff. He's got a pretty good breaking ball.
Right.
Some run on his fastball as well.
Well, and you struck out once with him. What did he strike you out with?
He struck me out on a curveball inside.
And what? He just outguessed you, or you just missed it?
I think I was down in the count, and usually when I'm down in the count, I take my stride out of my swing and step up onto the plate, and he just threw an inside curveball and beat me.
That single to center field, that was a pretty nice base hit. That was a fastball, a little bit on the outside, wasn't it?
Yep.
There in the 2nd inning.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite pitch? Where do you want it to be?
Probably middle in.
Middle in?
Yeah, I hunt middle in.
Okay.
Sometimes I struggle with a away fastball, but I've been working on it.
Well, it's a little tough when they're throwing outside. It's a little hard to lay off, isn't it?
Yeah.
But even more so if it's a little high outside.
Yep, especially with that run because he's left-handed.
Right.
It's a tough pitch to take sometimes.
Now, you don't see many left-handers. Does that make a big difference when you got a lefty on the mound?
It does, for sure.
And it's just the way the ball's hidden and everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what's your prediction for the tournament? You think you're in pretty good shape for a good tournament run?
I think so, for sure.
What's going to be the difference maker? Will it be your bats? Will it be your pitching, your defense? What will make the difference?
I'd say, I don't know, we haven't seen too many good pitchers, respectfully to all the teams that we played. There's only been a handful of good pitchers, so I think if we can hit well, it'll change the outcome of the game.
All right. Well, Trevor, appreciate you coming here on Behind the Mic. We certainly enjoyed your ball game tonight. Congratulations, you and all the guys on the Gold Baseball.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll see you next week for tournament play.
ya.
Trevor Niehaus joins us here on our Behind the Mic. We'll be right back after this. Joining me will be Coach James Flowers on the ACRMC Coaches Comment Show here on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and C103.
Summer's almost here, and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those long road trips ahead. Bowling Automotive Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and their auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service does batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tires, diagnostics, and more. Call Bowling Auto Service at 937-213-2046. Stop by 12702 White House Road in Sardinia, or visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
At Southern Hills Community Bank, we take great pride in building strong relationships with our customers. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services to fit your needs, like checking and savings, home and auto loans, plus ATM and debit cards, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking with mobile deposit. Visit SouthernHillsCommunityBank.com or stop by any of our 8 convenient locations. We want to be your bank. Southern Hills Community Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Customer service with a difference.
Because I was still focused on what was happening at the end of the game, and they caught me off guard, and it's cold out here tonight, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but it's worth it for a gold baseball, isn't it?
I'll take it every year. If I can win a gold one, I'll take it every year.
There you go. I'll tell you what, when you look at the records coming in, pretty representative of baseball, I think. You know, Fayetteville has 5 league wins. You guys are undefeated. This is the way baseball works. I often talk to guys, 1 inning. It only takes 1 inning, doesn't it?
It does. Luckily for us, we kept picking away the entire game, but 1 inning there, 1 pitch. I mean, you just never know how this game works.
Well, and hopefully the kids especially learn tonight, add-on is important, isn't it?
It is. It's important to get as many as you can get when you can get them, without a doubt.
Because it could have been a much different situation, but your team, I thought, handled it well. Quinn Wells started out well, struggled a little bit with a little bit of soreness, I think you said, stiffness.
Yeah, he had a little bit of soreness going on. Game like this late in the year, not sure what was going on. We'll get him checked out, but I'm glad he was honest about it. A lot of high school kids aren't honest about it. They just want to keep going. I'm glad we've coached them to be honest, because the last thing I want to do is hurt a kid out here doing anything, especially on the mound. So we take arm care very serious. Quinn spoke up. And he looked at us and said, "Nah, it's not going to work." And I said, "Well, that's okay. We've got a plan, so we'll go with it."
Well, and not only that, but you got a tournament coming up.
We do,
and you had plenty of pitchers in the can, so to speak. Plenty of pitching in the can, and you got a week before tournament starts. So much better to get him rested up for tournament than it was to use him up tonight, right?
Absolutely. That was the thought process. Let's just get him off the mound. Let's see what's going on. Get him looked at. Make sure nothing crazy's going on. And hope it's just some tightness, and he'll be all right.
Christian Beachy, though, he stepped in and stepped up. I mean, he came in and finished the inning there. Got 2 quick outs for Quinn in the second inning, but then he pitched 4 2/3 innings. Really good baseball for you, didn't he?
Yeah, he came in and did what he needed to do. Was very pleased. I sent him down at the end of the first. I said, "Hey, just go get loose just in case. I don't know what's going on." I said, "Something's happening, but go get loose just in case I need you." Called his number and he was ready to go. Relief pitching's not easy, so. I can tell you it's a different mindset. We've seen him start all year. I'm not sure that's probably the first time he's relieved all year. So to come in and just take care of business for that amount of time definitely helps put us on a spot to win.
Well, then Tanner Roberts comes in. He's lights out, gets it done, gives up that base hit, but the defense saved him, and you finished out the ball game closer than you probably wanted it to be, but it's a win, right?
It's baseball, baby. That's what you like about it. At least that's what I like about it. Anybody's got a chance any given day. It's kind of a little different from baseball. You can't play stall ball. I can't dribble around the top of the key and pass it for the next 2 minutes. I got to throw a ball across the plate, and I hope they don't hit it. So that's what I love about the game, though.
Well, one final thing. I thought tonight was a good game for your ball club because you got tested by a pretty nice left-handed pitcher. Throwing strikes. I mean, he struck out. I think I had him for 12 strikeouts. Yeah, I've got him for 12 strikeouts. A ball club but hit some, and they tested you. And that's what you need to earn that gold ball, first of all, but to get you ready for tournament, too.
Yeah, hats off to Tyler. He pitched lights out. No offense to him, but I'm not sure I've seen the kid throw the ball that well ever in high school. So if he's going to figure it out right now, now's the time in his senior year as they head into tournaments. So we wish the Rockets the best of luck. They're 8 miles down the road from us, and I'm very friendly with Coach Chris. So I wish them the best of luck as they head into tournament play as well.
Well, the downside is they play in the Southwest, so you won't see them again. Downside or good side. And they play in a district that only has 4 teams in their bracket. So it's a little different than what you face on your run down the street, didn't it?
Yeah, we've got a few more teams in Division 5 down in the Southeast. So
let's tell the folks about it real quick. You're going to see some people you see, but competition in the Southeast District. You played through it last year to the Final Four. It's not out of the question. You couldn't do that again, but it's going to be a tough run, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got definitely have to keep hitting the ball. Tonight we didn't hit like we've been used to the last few games. We're definitely going to have to hit the ball to get through the tournament. A lot of really good teams down in that area. I wouldn't take anybody lightly. They all play stiff competition night in and night out, so any points, anybody can get you in this game.
Coach, congratulations, Gold Baseball.
Thrilled to death.
And
2 in a row.
And a cold shower, right?
Hey, I'll take it. If I can win a gold one, I'll take it.
There you go. Coach James Flowers joins us here. Lynchburg Clay Mustangs complete their trip to the Gold Baseball, and we'll see them again next week as they begin tournament play. Once again, final score 7-5. We'll be right back, and we'll finish up with our individual team stats and name our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game after this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's finish up those Lynchburg Clay stats as we have them. Elon Faust was 1 for 3 with a walk. Had a single to left field, was stranded in the 4th, walked and scored a run in the 6th. Quinn Wells was 1 for 2 with a walk, a sacrifice, and an RBI. What a night he had. He walked, was stranded in the 1st, had a double to center field, but was caught trying to stretch that at 3rd, and then he had a sacrifice fly for an RBI in the 6th. Christian Beachy was 0 for 4. Tanner Roberts was 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Harley Lewis was 0 for 1 with 2 walks and hit by a pitch. He walked and was scored a run in the 2nd. Walked and was struck out and reached in the 3rd. Walked and was stranded in the 5th and hit by a pitch, moved over on a balk and scored a run in the 7th. Max Baker was 1 for 3 with a walk, had a single to left field, scored a run in the 2nd, walked and was stranded in the 3rd, and the reached on an errand was stranded in the 5th. Trevor Niehaus was 1 for 3 with a walk, had a single to center field, stole 2 bases and scored a run in the 2nd, walked and was stranded in the 5th. Caden Boone was 0 for 2, but hit by a pitch and stranded in the 5th. Aiden Beanie was 0 for 1, but reached on an error and was stranded in the 7th. Eric Slack was 0 for 4, but reached on a wild pitch on a strikeout in the 2nd, but was caught stealing as well. And the final stats, it was Tyler Short, the losing pitcher. He struck out 12, walked 7, gave up 4 hits, and hit 2 batters where there were 4 errors. He stranded 6 and gave up a total of 7 runs. The winning pitcher, Christian Beachy. Christian struck out 6, walked 3, and did not give up a base hit. Christian Beachy, and then Tanner Roberts was the save with gave up 1 hit and struck out 1. Quinn Wells pitched 1 1/3 innings and was not marked. His record was not affected. Once again, the winning pitcher, Christian Beachy, and our pitcher, our snappy tomato pizza player of the game, I should say, is going to be Christian Beachy. Christian Beachy came in unexpectedly there with 1 down in the, one down in the 2nd inning. Didn't expect to pitch at all. Ended up pitching a total of 4 2/3 innings and ended up winning the ball game. Christian Beachy, our snappy tomato pizza player of the game. Congratulations, Christian. He is our snappy tomato pizza player of the game. And once again, final score 7-5. But don't forget tomorrow, about 4 o'clock, it's the Shack Track Meet from Manchester High School on Good Guys Radio TV. Join us for that. All 10 schools will be there. We'll be on the air again about 4 o'clock. We'll get to see all the action from Manchester. It is a fun event. Make your way down there if you can't. Watch it on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components. Final score here again, Lynchburg Clay wins it 7-5. They improve their record to 17-3 and 13-0. They win the gold baseball, and Fayetteville, on the other hand, drops to 5-8, 5-14. Congratulations, Lynchburg Clay and Christian Beachy, our snappy tomato pizza player of the game. Thanks to Matthew Baker for engineering our ball game, our producer-director, Mr. Brandon Rigdon. I'm Don Bowles, wishing you a pleasant good evening here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at goodguysradiotv.com.